Hey guys, and welcome to our review for Atomic Blonde, starring Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, among a plethora of other actors, John Goodman, Toby Jones,
Sophia Boutella,
Bill Skarsgård.
Yes, Pennywise himself. Directed by David Leitch, directed John Wick, co-directed.
Yep.
Tim,
Yes.
what happens in this film, plot-wise?
A week before the Berlin Wall is taken down, a British MI6 agent is sent in to recover a highly secret list of agents and investigate a murder. Lorraine meets up with David Percival, also a British agent, whose motivations become cloudy the longer she works with him.
My name is Scott Ellis, as well.
Mhm.
I'm joined here by Tim McGavick, Tyler Switolski, and Adam Franey.
Hi.
Who wants to jump in first? Tim?
Yeah?
What do you think of Atomic Blonde?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Bit
Bit of a reaction.
I was a little bored for the majority of it, I would say.
Bored.
Yeah.
Virgo.
Two big action scenes in it. There's a long semi-single take, just with some clever edits.
Yeah.
And then there's a one in the white coat where she's fighting the guys in the hotel room. Yeah. Actual plot-wise, I just thought the pacing was a little weird. It got really slow at times. A lot of people just like talking back and forth to each other, explaining things instead of like showing you stuff. Lots of exposition going on. But I will say, I thought Charlize was good. Thought James McAvoy was great. He was always bringing it. He's just a good actor.
I agree.
And John Goodman was John Goodman.
Yeah. Toby Jones and John Goodman played themselves.
Yeah.
I had fun though. I enjoyed this movie. I love the soundtrack.
Soundtrack's fire.
That just literally
Fire.
that helps so much when you have a fire soundtrack like that.
I didn't even notice.
And it's just
I haven't noticed.
Final song,
Just-
especially.
the sounds of the late 80s, early 80s. It just gets you in the mood.
Yeah.
It was you said it was kind of slow, but yet it was, I don't know, kind of fast paced at the same time.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
It's
I
hard to
was
describe.
kind of bored in it.
Main problem for me for this movie, like, I love the action sequences. I think Charlize Theron is really great in this movie. Performances were good all around, but I thought Sophia Boutella, I mean, I haven't seen her be good really in anything. I thought she was fine.
Yeah, she's fine. This is the first movie I've really seen her like act in, because she played the mummy, which was like speechless.
Yeah.
She played Blade Girl.
Sword from Kingsman.
Sword Feet.
That's pretty much it, right?
Sword foot.
Not much dialogue there, but when she was actually given some dialogue and some emotion to do, it was good.
She's fine. But
Okay.
this is all about Charlize Theron, really.
Yeah.
I thought she killed it. You can see that she's doing a lot of her own stunts
Yeah.
in the fight scenes, and I loved how brutal they were, especially that one take.
Yeah.
Just so brutal. Like, dude's getting stabbed and still trying to fight her. And
There was a
like,
corkscrew involved.
Oh.
Like, it got weird.
I couldn't believe they're still trying to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, it literally went on for like
Exhausting.
how long? Like, so long.
10, 15
They end up in a car. They're like driving, and it keeps going. I thought that was great. For me, though, the issues sort of arise with the plot. I can see, because it's based on a graphic novel, how
Had no idea.
in a graphic novel you can sort of explain, like, with like names, like visually you see names and you sort of remember things.
Yeah.
But with the plot of this movie, it's hard to sort of figure out, okay, where's this going? What's the point? What's she trying to do here exactly?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, a little cloudy for me there. I wish it was a bit more focused almost.
Yeah, I would agree.
But overall, I enjoyed it. I had some fun for sure. Tyler, you know what? Adam, what are your thoughts
Hi. Just
about Atomic Blonde?
say-
We'll cut to you last, okay? I want to get your thoughts at the end.
I feel like Ty's pulling up pirates on us again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Tables rising. I love this movie.
Loved
Loved this movie. I don't know if you're faking me out or if you really loved it. I
We'll
kind
find
of think you're gonna give it a 6 out of 5. But no, I loved it. I see the points raised. Definitely, my only nitpick is the pace wavered. There was times where it dragged, and I was like, "This is starting to feel like I'm starting to feel the gaps between action," and I'm a little foggy on the plot, like the certain specific plot details we can get to in spoiler, but
It's definitely one you have to watch again.
yeah, I feel like I need to just have some things clarified, maybe. But I didn't care because I was having so much fun. I'd say it's the most fun I've had in the theater all year, in fact.
All year.
Yes.
From the 2 action scenes that are in this movie.
I don't know. how
It's
you
not
can say
all
two.
about the action. So.
There's a lot.
2? What
Just-
about when she clobbers the guy with her high heel and they go off the road, like the scene of the trailer?
It seems like 15 seconds.
It was
It's
amazing.
a
scene.
I loved it. And it's a scene.
Or the very end.
Oh, that's 4.
Sequence.
I guess
I love
Movie
the
theater
soundtrack.
sequence.
Oh, that's 5.
There's a lot more.
I love the stalker scene, by the way.
The-
Amazing.
Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Go.
What?
You finish.
You're gonna say it?
Nope.
Yeah, I loved it. Soundtrack was amazing. It was just a blast, start to finish. I loved the action. I thought Charlize was great, even in not just her stunts. I thought her performance was great. She reminded me of almost like a cat. She was just very cold and stoic and wasn't giving much of anything, but it worked obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I thought James McAvoy was awesome, as he always is. He's never bad. I've never seen him be bad in anything. I don't even remember ever having seen Sofia Boutella before. I can't remember in Kingsman, and I didn't see The Mummy, but I thought she was fine. Yeah, I love this movie. That was great.
All right, well, Tyler,
Uh-oh.
what do you think of Atomic Blonde? I saw your lip just quiver there.
He's gonna marry it, I think.
6-bang? Sweetie 6-bang. Sweetie 5-bang, we don't do 6s.
Are we allowed to do 6s yet?
No.
This is a 2. I'm totally joking. This is a 5. This is a
Oh,
5.
you little
This
snot.
is a 5. And I do understand what you mean. When there was there are certain parts where it's it drags a little bit. But honestly, those parts, they still weren't boring. There was still enough going on for me that I was still intrigued. There was still enough. It was talking, but it was
explaining the plot.
I was still into it. And then the action sequences, I think there was more than you think, than you're remembering, because it was it was enough.
Of you.
It was enough to get me through the next scene.
Tim's a bit older. His memories are going a bit.
I'm pretty tired, sir.
That one take just blew me away.
Honestly, I never even realize when there's one takes, just because they're done. If they're done well enough, I don't even realize it. Just because
I kind of start noticing right away. I'm like, okay, this is going to be the one take.
Yeah.
When I can see the camera just kind of creeping, shaky cam, I'm like, okay, it's going to continue only just being shaky cam the whole time.
Yeah.
But
Just the feeling of the exhaustion from the fight. She was battered.
Yeah.
I love
There was
when
a
the
point
hero
to-
gets pummeled.
and there was a point to that one take. It was that you're feeling how beat she is.
You've been
because
going
there's
this whole time with them.
they're not cutting on the hits, and sort
Yeah.
of it's every hit is hitting because
Grueling.
you're with her that whole time. It's like you're holding your breath that whole time.
And then when they take it to the car,
Yeah.
I was are you kidding me? It's not over.
It
Jesus.
did not finish.
Crazy.
I thought performances were fantastic. Charlize really blew me away in this. I thought she was fantastic in this.
I agree.
You can definitely see her performance. Say Mad Max was great. You can tell she did not miss a beat. She went right into this and was just badass. Fun fact: she actually trained with Keanu Reeves when they were doing the training for this movie.
Yeah.
He was doing John Wick 2, and she was training for this. They actually trained together, which was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense because John Wick 2, this movie, directors.
Right.
I thought James McAvoy again was fantastic. I've never seen him do a bad movie, or never give a bad performance. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sophie Boutella, I thought was great. She had a French accent, which was really good.
What's her natural?
I think she has an American accent.
It's ambiguous.
Yeah.
Very ambiguous.
I don't know what that.
I don't know. I wanted to say that her accent was
French.
that was French, but it seemed
I feel like she's French.
that's what I thought. But then I think about Kingsman, and it just seemed like
She's French.
she is French.
Okay.
Algerian French.
Does she actually have an accent?
Probably.
Yeah, pretty sure she does. It helped. She's playing a French person.
Yeah, she plays a French spy. And I loved her in this. I thought she was great. There's a couple of scenes that were
Little steamy scenes.
saucy.
There's a scene, all right.
Saucy. Yeah, but then there's everything that happens with her character, and then and there's like a whole bunch of interactions that like come later on. It was just, I loved it. It was just a giant tangled web in this, and I loved it.
All right.
Yeah,
Shall
huge
we-
plot twist.
Shall we give our ratings, and then we can move into some spoiler discussion? I'm gonna start off. Overall, enjoy this movie a lot. Going light 4. Light 4
going-
5.
2.
3.
Savage. You going heavy 3?
I'm going 5.
You
5
already
bang.
said.
I'm 5 in this.
No,
You're-
I'm saying. I'm
I'm going 5.
asking.
I'm going 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Adam.
Do it. Do it.
I can't.
Ah!
Pacing isn't perfect,
Why
bud.
not?
Pacing wavered.
Subjective, but okay.
Heavy 2. Pacing weaver.
I have plot questions, so therefore the plot wasn't clear enough. It's shit.
It was fine.
0 out of 5.
I got it all.
Heavy 4. Heavy 4.
Heavy
4.
Heavy 4. 4.5 on Letterboxd. Loved it. Had a blast.
All right. I wonder if this might be like a Watchmen thing, where like I read Watchmen before I watched the movie, so I understood it fully.
Like
Like this is based on a
that's
graphic
the
novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I had
So-
no idea about that.
I don't know. Maybe that would have made a difference for me if I already understood the plot and be like, oh, that's this character and this character, and then
Yeah, you kind of just dropped into it, right?
yeah. So it's
Which is
it's
nice.
interesting. It's
Yeah.
Kind of
I
along
love
with other, because like no
I
one
love
really
that.
knew what was, even though you're being told a story, you don't really understand what's going on because you're like right in it with them as well, which I thought was kind of refreshing.
I like that she's established off the bat. It's not like her origin, like half the movie wasn't her rising up
Yeah.
as this assassin.
She's
or
in her
whatever,
peak
agent.
right now.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Well, let's move on to the spoilers. So, caution for those who haven't seen the film: go and watch it. We all enjoyed it for the most part. Loved it.
Good
hated it.
spectrum.
It's fine.
Pause this video, or fair warning if you want to be spoiled. We will be discussing spoilers. So, with that out of the way, is there anything you guys want to mention specifically?
Adam, you have questions
Adam,
about the
yeah,
plot?
questions?
Yeah, just like where the story ended up, I don't know that I fully understand.
She's not a British agent.
Give me a
She works
okay.
for the CIA.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And she was getting the list for them.
So,
But she's been like deep undercover with the British agent for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
and she was also deep undercover with the Russians as well.
Yes.
You know, the satchel agent
Yeah,
was her, but technically that person didn't exist because she made that up to go deep cover with Russians.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
stuff I didn't expect.
I was surprised by that
I
because
love the twist at the end. That
That's amazing.
she was CIA.
like a quarter of the way through, I'm like, it's clearly going to be James McAvoy, and like they're leading you that way. I'm like, if they're trying to hide this, I'm like, they're doing a terrible job. That's why it's
When
pissed
he
off
shot
most
him, I was
movies.
just like,
yeah. I was like,
what?
They keep thinking like no one knows. It's James,
Yeah.
it's obviously
It's like,
him.
It's obviously him, and then it wasn't him. I was like, huh, okay.
Well, that was when that
They
part
got
came
me.
up. It was just like they're covered with the umbrellas, and all of a sudden he gets shot. I'm like, okay, so obviously the sniper could not see him, so it had to be James McAvoy. They're not going to show you that. They're not going to show you that, but it's got to be James McAvoy. And all of a sudden they just show James McAvoy
Yeah.
holding the gun there. I'm like,
I'm like,
so is it not James
what have you
McAvoy?
done?
like this is? Did you mean to take that part out?
It's like it was too obvious.
Yeah.
It's like they played their hand too soon. Or
Yeah.
something, but-
Because that was only like probably like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Yeah.
Like so, like we still had a bit to go, and I was just like, really? I did, and then like at the end when he gets shot, I was just like, wait, hold on, what did he just say? Did she
Yeah.
just agree to what he just said? Wait, and then like that's where it gets like, kind of blurry there, and like I was like, there's no, they better not end this right here, and then it goes on.
I
It's
thought
just-
they might.
I
thought
did
they
think
were
it was a
going to.
little surprising that they killed off James McAvoy's character because they are planning on doing more.
Really?
Are they?
For sure, 100%,
The movie's
100%.
doing pretty decent at the box office. $30 million budget. Last I checked, it made $25 million on opening weekend. So it'll make its money back.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that they were going to leave his character sort of open-ended.
Yeah.
And that would lead into the sequel.
I didn't know they had sequel plans.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I think they're like, they want to make their own
franchise.
John Wick franchise out with her. Basically.
I'm thinking more 007 franchise.
What?
Like I'm thinking like I don't like
whatever you want to call it.
I want them to go
franchise.
Yeah, but see, like John Wick, like I see they want to do a trilogy with. I want to see them do more than a trilogy with this, like a female spy do.
All right, hold your horses. All right,
I want to see.
Let's do the sequel. All right, we're not gonna do 40 movies.
I could potentially see them
decades-long series.
I could potentially see them doing. I could doing a lot of movies off of this. Like I think that she's got a very interesting character. Like,
I just can see them doing 3 movies.
I'm more optimistic than that.
I liked it as a standalone.
Yeah,
I like that James McAvoy died.
Yeah,
it was really elevated for me. I don't know. I just loved it. I expected just your bare bones basic action movie, but the twist of her really being CIA elevated it, and just the way it was filmed, like the setting of Russia and everything was awesome. I thought
Germany,
Berlin, totally
not
like
Russia.
I said, Russia.
Cold War.
I meant in the Russian Cold War, of course. Very cloudy.
Still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I love the colorful spray paint font.
Loved that.
It made the gray atmosphere and everything it popped against it. I thought it just looked beautiful.
The soundtrack,
lots of neon.
Soundtrack, it was just
amazing,
so elevated, and I loved the lighting too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that scene where they're in the tunnel in that car, and then I think they drive out into a blue lit street in her room. Like the reds and blues are just beautiful. Loved it.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to mention specifically, spoiler wise?
I did love. I just lost my train of thought. Shit.
You did love the movie.
Loved it. The movie.
In general, I loved it.
Fucking love.
Come back to me.
We'll come back to you never because this is over.
I do like there is a few loose threads. Till Schweiger's character, who kind of plays this informant.
I was intrigued by him.
Character, not a lot there, but potential for more. And obviously, I could see them doing, obviously more with John Goodman's character and him sort of putting her on missions and that sort of thing, going undercover, and I can see more there. I did like the sequence where Sophia Boutella's character is fighting James McAvoy's character. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a struggle.
I liked how he fell back into the door and put the knife in
yeah,
her.
I'm so good.
Can't read
Fuck it, 5 bang.
But I love
yes.
Another one.
I just loved how they're fighting and Charlize Theron's just answer the door, and there's that tension of she's literally right there.
Yeah, and any other typical, I guess, action she would have been there in time and saved Sophia, but she's not.
Which I expected.
She literally walks in just seconds after she was strangled to death. Literally seconds. Yeah. And I love that she just looks down. She's like, "Fuck, he's dead."
That's it. I got screwed.
It was literally 10 seconds too late.
Quite funny how James McAvoy's character shows up with a mask on, and just. Clearly, that this is James McAvoy because they just had some sort of altercation on the phone, and she's who is this going to be? And I found him to be he was a very good comic relief to this movie. I thought he did really well.
All right.
Well,
I think that'll do it for our review for Atomic Blonde. Tim, where can people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find all of our old audio episodes on iTunes at UpReal8. And you can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find us on... what did I say?
I don't know. I lost track.
Instagram?
Stop losing your train of thought.
I'm very
Get
tired.
over Atomic Blonde. Man.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTie.
There you go.
Nailed it.
One
Find
take.
me on Twitter at Brain25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section. And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, keep it real.